What's up everyone, it's Warren and we just got brand new footage for Avengers Endgame in the TV spot that they played during the Super Bowl commercial. And it was awesome, and it was all entirely new footage. So I'm going to break some scenes down in this video for you, as well as another breakdown video later on this week. And also I'm starting a new giveaway today with the launch of the new Avengers Endgame footage, giving away 5 IMAX tickets to go see Avengers Endgame the night it comes out. All you have to do to enter is subscribe to my channel, like the video, comment down below with your thoughts and your favorite character. That can be a hero or a villain, and let me know why they're your favorite. So to start off, in the very first second of this trailer, 1 second, it shows all of the characters who got dusted right before it shows the logo getting dusted. If you slow it down, you can see all of them, but if you blink, you'll miss it. So we go to the first scene that shows Steve talking, and he's with a group, and there's a poster that says, "Where do we go now that they're gone?" This could be an old poster for a meeting for people who have lost people in the past before the snap. It could be unrelated to the snap. But if it is referring to the ones that were lost because of the decimation, that means that some time has passed since where they are now in this trailer and the decimation, which would line up with a rumor that was happening about Avengers Endgame not too long ago that stated Avengers Endgame will actually take place a few years into the future after the snap. But the big thing here is Steve Rogers saying some people move on, but not us. This is clearly implying that he tends to undo the snap somehow. He may not know what it is at this point in that footage that we saw, but he intends to figure out a way to undo the snap no matter what. And then we get this awesome scene with Tony Stark and Nebula, and they're tinkering around with the Benatar. Clearly they're trying to figure out some way to get the ship working to get them home. Tony is a genius, he knows mechanics, he built all of his Iron Man suits. Surely he can figure out a way to get the Benatar working to get him home. Nebula is pretty smart herself, and Tony can tell her what to do for the most part as well. But it seems like they're working pretty quickly here, and that's probably just for Tony's sake. Because Nebula isn't really at jeopardy here. She can survive in outer space, and she doesn't really need food and water because she's basically a machine. So that just shows that Nebula is doing all that she can for Tony so she can try to save him. And speaking of which, in the next scene we see some of the Avengers walking outside of the Avengers facility looking up into the sky. Could this be Tony Stark and Nebula returning to Earth? Remember what Marvel Studios' president Kevin Feige said about the footage that we're going to see up until the movie. He said that we're only going to see about the first 15 to 20 minutes in any footage or trailer that we see before the movie comes out. So if Tony Stark and Nebula make their way back to Earth in the first 15 to 20 minutes, this may be the scene that we're seeing. Because obviously Tony is not going to spend the whole entire movie floating around adrift in space. We then go to Rocket, who is wearing his original Guardians of the Galaxy clothing from the comics. The Russo brothers have said they draw inspiration from the comics. This is clearly one thing that they took and put in the movie. So the next really important scene is Ant-Man and War Machine, and the main thing here is Ant-Man's back. So in the first Avengers Endgame teaser trailer that we got, and we saw the video recording of Ant-Man at the Avengers facility, that could have been in real time and not actually in the past. But it's clear that Ant-Man is back. He's obviously there at the Avengers facility, which means that he's going to tell them about what happened to him, and he's going to explain a time vortex to the rest of the Avengers. And then we have this scene with Thor. And it looks like to me that he's in one of two places. One is Wakanda, and 2 is on Titan 2 in Thanos' hut. Which, if that is true, that means he went searching for Thanos. We see Stormbreaker in his hand. We know Stormbreaker has the power to summon the Bifrost. So maybe Thor went off looking for Thanos. Then we have this scene of Hawkeye, who is still Hawkeye. In the Avengers Endgame first teaser trailer that we got, he was Ronin. So this is clearly footage from before he becomes Ronin or after. He's clearly underground somewhere, searching for something possibly, but it's obvious that we're going to see Hawkeye in the movie, not just Ronin. And then we have Captain America's shield. I've already seen a lot of people saying that this is actually Hawkeye holding Captain's shield. It's not. If you look at his gloves and his belt in the background, it's definitely Captain America. So we finally see him get his shield back in Avengers Endgame. And that means that Tony might have given him his shield back himself, because we know Tony had Captain's shield. And Steve has already been back to the Avengers facility in Avengers Infinity War, and the shield clearly wasn't lying around somewhere because he never had it in the movie. So Tony's probably the one that gave him his shield back. And then we have this last scene of all the remaining Avengers with the exception of Tony Stark and Nebula walking to prepare for a mission. As we can see, Cap is leading them, Thor's behind him, got Natasha behind him, then Rocket, Scott, Rhodey, and Bruce. So it doesn't seem like Tony and Nebula are back yet, but Ant-Man is back. And it seems like they have a clear mission at this point, which means that it clearly involves the quantum realm. Probably time travel, again, it's all but confirmed, but the return of Ant-Man coming back to the Avengers facility gives them a new hope and a new plan. And that's it for all the new scenes of the Avengers Endgame Super Bowl TV spot. Again, it was awesome, and I'll do a more in-depth breakdown later on this week. But let me know what you thought about this awesome TV spot that aired during the Super Bowl. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And again, don't forget to subscribe, comment down below, and like the video so you can enter the giveaway and stay up to date on everything related to Marvel and Avengers Endgame. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.